Coming up on Roanoke County Today, we meet some future EMTs and visit Catawba Mountain at the Appalachian Trail Crossing. This and more coming up on Roanoke County Today.
Welcome to the show. I'm here today at Roanoke County Schools Burton Center for Arts and Technology, and joining me is Principal Jason Sir, Roanoke County Fire and Rescue Chief Steve Simon. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you. Good morning. Glad to be here.
Good morning. So, Mr. Sir, first let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the center here.
Well, Burton Center is a rather large facility. We have about 20 programs, about 800 to 850 students coming through every 2 days. Of course, a big part of that is four specialty centers, two of which are part of the Governor's STEM Academy. And right now, we're real excited about starting off this EMT program. This is the first year we've been able to offer it, and it's off and running in great form.
Great. And tell us a little bit about that program.
Well, we currently have 35 students in it in two different sections. Students are able to work through with great training from our partnership with Jefferson College of Health Sciences. We have an instructor through them, and the students are able to come in and receive their EMT specific training by the end of the first year, able to take their EMT basic test or certification. So that program prepares a student to be an EMT straight away.
Great. And how long is the program?
Program currently is 1 year. This is the first year that we've had it. We're planning to extend it to a second year next year. So some of the students coming out of this first cohort will be able to proceed on to a second year.
Okay. And Chief, tell us a little bit about how Fire and Rescue became involved with the program.
Yeah, about a year and a half ago, I had a meeting with the superintendent, and Fire Rescue wanted to reach out to the community and make our fire stations more open. And one thing that I feel that is very important is that firefighters are role models. And I thought it was just a natural fit to partner with Burton. I'm familiar with their programs. I have children in the county school system, and I think they do a wonderful job. This was just something that we could go in and add to it. By having fire rescue involved in it, it gives the program more credibility. It allows our instructors to come in and help. It also allows their students to come into our fire stations and get exposed to actually doing this work of an emergency medical technician. So it's a win-win for the schools and a win-win for the community.
Sure, and you mentioned that students work alongside fire and rescue personnel. What types of things do they do?
Well, they come out, and first off, they meet the people in the station, and they get exposure to what it is like being at a fire rescue station and working a shift. So even if they're not going out on calls, they're actually in the station doing the activities that a firefighter paramedic would do. Obviously, they're there to run calls, and we always have enough emergency medical calls and fire calls, so they get to go out, ride with the folks. They actually participate and help care for the citizens that they go to respond. They're always with the paramedic firefighter trainer, but that gives them an exposure, but not just on EMS calls, but on fire calls too. And hopefully it's a gateway for them to go in and say, this is a good career, and that's the other aspect that we wanted to make it. Go ahead and get younger people involved to look to fire rescue and public safety as a career for the future.
So it will certainly, hopefully, benefit your department specifically. They're getting a lot of good interaction there.
We would like to hope so, and furthermore, it lets them see that firefighters and paramedics are role models, and it's someone that they can look up to, and that's something that we feel very strongly about.
That's great. Okay, and Mr. Sir, what will students receive after they go through this program?
Students are able to work through the program the first year, and by the end of the first year, they should have the content to be able to sit for the EMT basic certification. And so when they come out of the program after the first year, whether they're a senior or an underclassman, they're able to have that certification in hand to be able to present to an employer. Or be able to use that to volunteer locally as well. So that it's a great opportunity for the students. And it's not just limiting the students to EMT specific. We're hoping that this broadens their horizons and is a jumping off point, either into EMT paramedic or into some other healthcare pathway.
Well, this is certainly a great partnership between the two organizations, so I'm sure the community will benefit from this. The students are certainly benefiting for this, so thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
And for more information about this program, be sure and check out our sister show, Roanoke County Schools Accent Excellence, right here on RVTV. We'll be right back.
Have you ever had an emergency? Immediately, you call 911, and for that instant, all you can do is put your life in the hands of the men and women who come to save the day. As an EMT, you step into that world and make a huge impact in the lives of people who need help. As an EMT, you could be the one person who could change a life forever. This is the mission of the Vinton First Aid Crew. The Vinton First Aid Crew is looking for volunteers who would like to help with their community. Some of the benefits of becoming a volunteer include training opportunities, working in an amazing building with up-to-date technology, having a flexible schedule, become part of the active competition team, volunteer incentives for future jobs, and more. For more information on becoming a volunteer with the Vinton First Aid Crew, call 540-983-0641, send an email to volunteer@vintonems.com, or you can visit their website at vintonems.com.
Welcome back to the show. Today we're visiting the Registrar's Office of Roanoke County, and we have a brand new registrar here. Her name is Anna Clater. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
We are so glad to have you. I know you've been here just a short time, so tell us a little bit about your background.
I came back home. This is my hometown, so I'm very excited to be back. Came home after working on some campaigns and doing a lot of voter protection and advocacy work. I recently finished law school and am very excited to be here and to have this opportunity.
Great. So you went off to school.
I went off to school and then I went off to more school.
Okay.
And
then you're back
here we are.
home. And you found this position, and it seemed to be a good
And
fit
it's
for you.
very much in line with what I'm interested in and what I wanted to do, so it seemed like a great chance to come back home.
Good, good. What made you think that Roanoke County might be a good fit for you?
Well, my family's all here, and you know, as much as I have enjoyed getting to live in a city, it's nice to be home, and it's nice to be in a place where you know people and there is a sense of community. And
Sure.
So it's good.
And the position here at Roanoke County, is this a new, have you worked as a registrar before?
I have not worked as a registrar. I have largely worked on the other end of the voting and elections process. So in running campaigns and in ensuring that voters are able to register and helping them do that. So.
Okay, great. And how have you found your experience here at Roanoke County so far?
I have really been happy here so far. Everybody is so nice and so dedicated to what they do, and it's nice to be working with people who care so much about the job.
Sure. Well, this is such an important position in Roanoke County. So tell us a little bit about what your day-to-day activities are so far. I know you're still starting out and still learning a lot. But
so we are in week 4, which is exciting for me. I'm still learning a lot every single day, and Vanessa and Jennifer, who work with me, have been wonderful teachers so far, and they're very dedicated to what they do and great at it. So that makes me feel very good about everything, and what we do pretty much every day is work on registering voters, processing changes or updates to voter registrations, and preparing for elections. So a lot goes into that every day that you would not think about.
Sure. Are you seeing a large call volume around this time of year? People trying to vote, register to vote?
But we are getting a lot of new applications and updates from the DMV that have to be processed and turned around quickly. And so there's always something new and exciting to do.
And how do people find out more about registering to vote?
Well, we have information on our website, which is roanokecountyva.gov/elections. We have information on the state website, which is elections.virginia.gov. You can visit that site and process most of your application, if not your entire application, online. You can come into our office here and fill out a form. You can call us if you have any questions. You can call us if you want us to mail you an application. You can also, whenever you go to the DMV, you can update your registration or file a new registration there.
Okay.
So there are lots of ways to register, and we do our best to ensure that everyone is able to register who is qualified to register, so that they can vote on Election Day.
Very good. Well, I know that I certainly want to welcome you to Roanoke County.
you.
I know that the staff is glad to have you here, and we wish you a lot of success and hope to talk to you again in the future.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. And we'll be right back.
Visit the Town of Vinton's website at vintonva.gov and find out How Do I? The How Do I link will lead you to find information on how do I apply for a job, read meeting agendas and minutes, obtain a dog or cat license, and even search the Vinton website for information. That's the Town of Vinton website, www.vintonva.gov, to find out How Do I? The South County Library is now a designated passport acceptance facility. Passport applications are taken by appointment during these hours only, Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Monday and Tuesday evenings, 6 to 8 p.m. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call the South County Library at 540-777-8782. Details are also located on the County Library website, roanokecountyva.gov/passports.
Welcome back to the show. Joining me today is Chris Beaver, Director of Management and Budget for Roanoke County. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Now, this is certainly a very busy time in Roanoke County. It's budget season, so remind our viewers a little bit about what you do at the county.
Well, I'm the Director of Management and Budget for Roanoke County, and my primary responsibility is to help develop the operating budgets and our 10-year capital improvement program.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the process, kind of break down how the budget process works.
There is a lot of work that goes into developing the budget, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention all of the department heads and constitutional officers and staff that plays a significant role in getting the budget developed. We start our budget process actually in August with our capital improvement program, where we receive submissions from departments internally and begin developing that budget. We proposed that budget in January, so it's our 10-year plan of capital investments for Roanoke County. And then in November, we start the process of our operating budget, which we call our general government fund budget. It's largely the tax rate supported budget, where departments submit requests, and then my office works with the departments and the county administrator to come up with ultimately what is a balanced budget, meaning all expenditures are balanced by revenues. We presented that to the Board of Supervisors on March 14th, and that reflects the county administrator's recommendations for the next fiscal year budget.
Okay, and any special items or issues that you're looking at right now?
Well, in the fiscal year 2017-18 budget, the county administrator had some priorities. One being we wanted to maintain current service levels. And so we've been able to do that. We've also been able to maintain current service levels by maintaining the current real estate tax rate at $1.09 per $100 of assessed value. So keeping services current, providing efficient services for our citizens was very important, but also maintaining that tax rate. We've also been able to make some strategic investments related to our new community strategic plan. These include the addition of 4 new firefighter positions, some additional funding to help with our Children's Services Act to take care of our vulnerable populations, and even little things like some additional turf management and mowing for our Parks and Recreation and Tourism Department, which help keep Roanoke healthy, clean, and beautiful. Other than that, it's largely a status quo budget. One thing that's very important to the county administrator is to retain and attract employees. They're the backbone of how we deliver services in this county. So it does include a 1.5% salary adjustment for employees. And also we made some changes to our health insurance program to make sure that's a fiscally sustainable program going forward.
Okay, and where are we in the process right now?
Well, the county administrator proposed his budget on March 14th. After proposal, we have a series of work sessions with the Board of Supervisors where we break down a pretty complicated budget into smaller components and have conversations with the Board of Supervisors about that. On March 28th, we had a work session on employee compensation and benefits. On April 11th, we'll have a work session on operating budgets, the things that go into the departmental budgets. And then on April 25th, we'll have a work session on our capital improvement program. After that, we take all the input from the Board of Supervisors, and generally there are some changes made from the county administrator's budget. And the Board of Supervisors will then vote on their adopted budget. The first reading is on May 9th, and the second reading will be on May 23rd, which is when the budget is formally adopted.
Okay, and how can citizens become involved?
There are a number of different ways. We try to be as transparent as we can with our budget document. So everything we do related to the budget is out on our website, the Roanoke County's website, under the budget management page. You can see the entire budget proposal. You can see the presentations provided to the board at work sessions and briefings to the board during their regular meetings. We have a series of budget memos that the county administrator will send to our Board of Supervisors related to specific questions on the budget. And you can also go to that page, and there's a specific place where if a citizen wants to submit a question or comment, they can do that right online, and we will respond to that. You can also call our office. In addition, we have a series of public hearings where the citizens can address the Board of Supervisors directly on any concerns that they might have about the budget. So our budget public hearing is scheduled for April 11th at our 3 o'clock meeting. In addition to that, at every meeting, there's also a citizen comment period where citizens can talk about anything if there was a budget-related item they wanted to talk about. And we'll also have a second and final public hearing on the budget on May 9th that gives citizens one more opportunity to address the Board of Supervisors. So there are a number of ways that citizens can participate in the process, and of course, they're invited to any meeting or any work session that we have on the budget.
Okay, and you mentioned the website where people can find out more information, and there's also information in the libraries too.
That's correct. All the proposed documents are in the libraries, and if they wanted to stop by the administration building, we have copies that citizens can look through in both our office and in the clerk's office.
Okay, lots of ways to get good information. I'm sure we'll be talking to you as we go along in the process, but thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to find a book, read the latest issue of a magazine, or do research at your local library on a Sunday? Well, now you can. Our South County and Vinton libraries are now open from 1 to 5 on Sunday afternoons. This means that you'll have access to our extensive collection of books, DVDs, and audiobooks, as well as our library's many computers and, of course, our friendly, helpful staff. We want to be part of your Sunday afternoons. For more information, contact the South County or Vinton libraries.
Roco Alert is Roanoke County's new citizen alert and warning system. In the event of a local emergency or disaster, Roanoke County will contact all landline telephones in the county's 911 database with any important information and instructions you need to know. To receive notifications from Roco Alert via email, on your cell phone or VoIP phone, you'll need to set up an online account. There's no cost for citizens to sign up, but phone usage or text charges may apply. Go to roanokecountyva.gov/RocoAlert and sign up today.
Well, April is going to be an amazing month for Roanoke County Parks, Rec, and Tourism. Actually, on April 15th, it's going to be a very big day. We have the Kite Festival going on at Green Hill Park from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And as everybody knows, it's a much anticipated annual event. The Salem-Roanoke County Chamber puts on the Kite Festival, and the Richmond Air Force Kite Club comes in all the way from Richmond to help us out. And the kites these folks bring in are magnificent. You know, a lot of them are homemade, so you won't see them anywhere else except at, you know, Green Hill Park, and unless you happen to go to Richmond sometime to one of their events. But it's a wonderful family day in the park. As I said, completely free. There's also food vendors out there, craft vendors out there, and it's just Fabulous day, fabulous day. Bring the family, bring a blanket, plan on spending the day at the Kite Festival. As far as the Kite Festival on April 15th, another great aspect of that is we have a free fly area where you can actually bring your own kites. The Salem-Roanoke County Chamber also distributes to the first, few hundred people that come free kites. You can decorate your own kite, and then folks from the Kite Club will show you the best ways to fly your kites. And then, of course, you're also welcome to bring your own kites from home, and it'll be a beautiful day in the park, and you can even get some instruction from the experts. Then in addition to that, up on the other side of town at Explore Park, April 15th is the opening day for the Visitor Center and the gift shop. And the gift shop will be open starting at 9 o'clock, 9 to 5, from that point on, 7 days a week. Come up, get all kinds of information about what's going on in the valley, what's going on all over the Blue Ridge Parkway. And then in addition to that, we have our wonderful gift shop, chock full of all kinds of fabulous, fabulous souvenirs. But then in addition to that, we have about 25 artisans that display and sell their work. All local artisans that display and sell their work at the gift shop. And everything is just ripe for the picking, as they say. And just a wide variety of all kinds of handmade crafts. So it really is a wonderful place just to come up for the day, check out the gift shop, explore our hiking trails and our biking trails. Again, bring a picnic with you. We have some snacks available in the gift shop. But also on opening day at Explore Park, we're going to have some really good sales in the gift shop. So it'd be a good time to come. And this season will be our third season for Artisan Saturdays at the park. We will have one in June, one in August, and one in November. And that's an opportunity for the artisans in the gift shop to come and display their work outside in the beautiful park. But in addition to that, they demonstrate. So you actually get to see how the artisans are making their beautiful pieces. And that's really a lot of fun. We also have wonderful craft activities for the kids to enjoy that day as well. And then in addition to that, we have food vendors, we have live music, so it's a very festive atmosphere in the park on those 3 days. And then if you want to find out anything more about either one of these events or anything else that Roanoke County has going on this spring, feel free to call our main number, 387-6078, extension 0, or go to our website, www.roanokecountyparks.com.
Roanoke County has launched a new generation of public geographic information system GIS applications that allow greater and easier access to the county's mapping, tax parcel, zoning, and government services data. The new application can be found in the new Maps and Apps gallery through the county's GIS page. A separate desktop computer application leverages new technology to provide citizens with three-dimensional imagery of the county. Efficient delivery of technology services is a core mission for Roanoke County's GIS Services Group. To check out the new technology, visit roanokecountyva.gov/GIS.
Welcome back to the show. Joining me today are Lindsay Webb with Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism and Andrew Downs with the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. Welcome to our show today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
We are out here at the top of Catawba Mountain, which is where the Appalachian Trail crosses Route 311. So we're going to talk about some outdoor things. So first, Lindsay, tell us a little bit about your position with the county.
I'm the Greenway Planner for Roanoke County, and I work and coordinate the Greenway and Trail projects in Roanoke County. I work on the grants, project management, and secure environmental permits for our projects. And I also work with regional stakeholders such as Andrew and the Appalachian Trail Conservancy.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about your organization.
Sure, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy is the primary coordinator of the management partnership for the Appalachian National Scenic Trail. It's a national park, and we have 4 regional offices, one of which is based here in Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay, great. And so we're here at a parking lot, which accesses many things, many beautiful things to see out here. So tell us a little bit about some of the issues around parking and safety.
Okay.
Sure. Well, in 2005, the National Park Service did a study of all the road crossings on the Appalachian National Scenic Trail, and the top 5, this one was one of the top most concerning road crossings as far as safety and visitor safety goes. So with the amount of use we get here in the road crossing, blind curves and things of that sort, it's a place we spend a lot of time making sure that our visitors from around the country and around the world here are safe.
And what would you like to see here happen at this location?
Well, there's a lot, you know, just like Yosemite or Shenandoah, this is a national park, and so we want visitors to have a great national park experience, and that means having a safe national park experience. So things like improved parking facilities, potentially a better bathrooms than what you see the Roanoke Appalachian Trail Club has generously provided here, and just a more easily identifiable national park experience. And that goes with a safer way to get from the parking area across the road to the AT as it begins its climb up McAfee Knob, which is, I think, where most of the folks who park here want to go.
Sure. And Lindsay, talk about some of the options that Roanoke County is considering.
We have several departments in Roanoke County that are coordinating with Appalachian Trail Conservancy, the National Park Service, and VDOT. Our police department recently coordinated with VDOT to install no parking signs along the north and south sections of Route 311 to notify motorists that they're not supposed to be parking on Route 311 to help improve safety. So that's one item. VDOT has also just recently updated the pedestrian warning signs along Route 311 and redid the rumble strips along this section. VDOT is also evaluating Route 311 is a 55-mile-an-hour speed zone, and the pedestrians that access McAfee's Knob have to cross Route 311 twice from this parking lot and back. So we are coordinating with VDOT to evaluate whether the speed limit can be reduced.
Okay, all for the purpose of safety around here. It's a very popular place indeed. And Lindsay, what are some other options for parking when this parking lot might be full?
Roanoke County has a partnership with Virginia Tech, who owns the Catawba Sustainability Center, which is north of this location, less than a mile from the parking lot that we're in. We are actually proposing to build a phased trail project that will allow hikers that are interested in reaching amenities in Catawba, such as the Home Place Restaurant and the post office. They'll be able to walk down these Blue Blaze trails that tie into the Appalachian Trail, so they won't have to walk down Route 311. And a second component of that project is that we're designing a parking lot that will serve as an overflow area once this parking lot is full.
And how can citizens give their opinions or get involved with this?
Well, since the beginning, the Appalachian Trail is managed by volunteers. So volunteers not only do the day-to-day maintenance of the trail, but also work with our federal government, state governments, and partners like Lindsay to identify what resources need improvement. And they do that through a local trail clubs, one of which we have based in Roanoke, the Roanoke Appalachian Trail Club. So if you're looking to get involved, that's a great place to start. And you can also, if you've got thoughts or concerns or opinion that you want voiced on the issue, feel free to contact me at my office, or I'm sure Lindsay as well.
Okay. And also, I would encourage residents that live in the Catawba area. The Catawba Rurtans are very, very involved and help are helping partner on this project as well.
Great. And where can people find more information online?
Information on the Catawba Sustainability Center is located at Virginia Tech's website, and they can also contact our department at Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism.
Okay.
Well, I think one of the best information portals for people who are interested in either getting involved or just about the trail in this area is the Roanoke Appalachian Trail Club's website. I believe that's ratc.org, and you'll find information about accessing this location, leave no trace, best practices, how long the hikes take. All sorts of great stuff is there at ratc.org, so I would encourage your viewers to check that out.
Great. Thank you all for sharing this information, and I look forward to talking to you again as the beautiful weather is upon us, so we'll get some more updates from you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back.
A little soap and water can go a long way. When you wash your car in a driveway, the soap, oil, and grease can flow into storm drains and pollute our rivers and streams. Always try to wash your car on the lawn. This will allow the water to soak into the ground. If you have to wash your car in a driveway, make sure the water drains onto your lawn and not a storm drain. Use a biodegradable soap. Dump your wash bucket in your sink or allow it to filter through the grass. It's easy to keep your car and our waterways clean by doing the right thing.